law is obeyed? Leave your answers in the comment section, whatever you think it is the reason why people obey the law. But for me, from my discoveries during these past few months of writing my thesis, I have discovered that there are several reasons why people adhere to rules and instructions given, whether within the family circle or in the larger society or in any establishment that you may find yourself. One thing is, talking about compliance is the same thing as talking about obedience to the law. When laws are given, there is the intention that, look, this is what the law wants to achieve. If you look at there are different theories of law that explains what law really is. And according to the positivist theory of law or school of thought, law is that instruction that is given by the sovereign to the subject and has sanctions backed. That means it's backed by sanctions. This means that where a sovereign has given out an order or an instruction, the subjects are expected to obey, to adhere, to comply with such instructions. Failure or default in compliance will attract what? Sanctions. And people want to avoid sanctions. The same thing is applicable in families. When parents give orders at home, they leave instructions on what the children are expected to do or execute. The children ensure that they do it because they know that when they fail to adhere to those instructions, they will be punished. The same thing happens in the larger society. There are instruments that have been put in place for the punishment of offenders of the law. So because people don't want to get punished, they strive to comply with the law so that they can be on the good side of the law. So whether at the national or domestic level or within the international arena, there are laws that have been put in place. In the international arena, there are conventions, there are treaties, covenants that have been put in place to regulate relationship between countries. And at that level, people tend to or strive to comply with laws, or countries encourage compliance with other countries' laws to avoid what? Sanctions, to avoid countermeasures. You see, so at the international level, where you look at all the legal framework that have been put in place, there is this principle of reciprocity that countries want to benefit from. A country sends its officials to another country. They expect that that country will treat their own officials properly. And because of that desire to have the officials treated properly in another country, when that other country sends its delegates to this country, to our own country, we also want to treat them fairly. So whether the law decides that it wants to protect a particular person, a particular class of people, the essence of providing such immunities and privileges to those classes of persons is not to benefit them individually, but it is so that it can create an enabling and efficient, effective environment for them to execute those duties that they have been designated to do under the law without any form of hindrance or interference. So basically, the law is there to regulate activities in the society. The law is also there to balance the different conflicting interests in the society according to the sociological school of thought. So this is the reason why people obey the law. One, they want to avoid sanctions or countermeasures. Two, they also want to receive the profits or benefits of the principle of reciprocity. I hope this helps someone out there. This is Zivial Law Essence. This is where we give you premium legal tips to help you make informed decisions, live informed life, and discover the best version